Yo, what's up boys? Today I'm going to be showing you some of the best ways to drastically improve your edit speed. Let's go. So the first thing we want to consider is crosshair placement. So notice how when I'm doing these edits, how little my crosshair is actually moving. I'm on the edge of all these different squares and barely moving my crosshair at all to complete the edit. So as you should notice here, I have to drag it so much further than this little square. So I have to travel a much larger distance that if I go to the corners to complete the same edit. A map we can use to help this is Raiders Mechanics Training Map. So we want to come into the crosshair training map. So what this is essentially little drills that help you with your crosshair placement. So what you want to do is when you're editing, you want to keep your crosshair around this small circle. So this is to give you directions of where to actually edit. And notice when I'm doing this, I'm constantly moving because that's what we're going to be doing in a real game. You need to do it with the top corner edits, like so. Even for real game practice, you can edit, shoot, and reset. Try to make sure we're keeping our crosshair movements as small as possible. Now you don't even need to do this fast. The main thing is just keeping your edits consistent. Consistency is the key. And over here we have another drill, which is editing from below on a cone, which is really important because this is going to be in a lot of in-game scenarios. So again, just trying to keep your crosshair as close to that circle as possible. So the next thing we'll be talking about is selection timing. So this is all about selecting edit as soon as we press our edit button. Pretty much we don't want to see the little blue square at all. As soon as we edit, we want to select it and make it grey. We want to pretty much be doing it instantaneously. And on the same Raiders map, we're going to go over to the edit timing section. So a lot of people will see this and they'll think, cool, I'm going to be just spamming it down, go as fast as possible. This is not what we want to do at all. So what we want to do is look down, edit and select at the exact same time, even pausing a second after, just getting the timing down, edit and select. There's another map we have here for practicing, which is Orange Guy's warm-up map. I'll have the code on screen. Got a bunch of different drills. Over here we have going up, so this is to help your double edits. So it's the medium course, it's not too easy, it's not too hard. And obviously if you go to the easier levels it'll be easier, but the harder levels it'll be harder. So there it is. Over here we have the edit downs. This is a bit like the Raiders map. You stand on top, and what we did last time is we actually just want to go down as fast as possible. This one is timed, so we want to go down this as fast as possible. And once you reach the end here, walk forward, back into the middle of the map. And there you go, 36 seconds. Also editing 1v1, so once you start getting comfortable with this, you can go in with one of your mates. You both walk in player 1 and player 2. Once you're both in, this little barrier will disappear and you can both start editing down. Right, so the last thing we're going to talk about is our settings and sensitivity. So the first thing we're going to be looking at is full screen. And it says here, in full screen mode, you cannot interact with other windows as easily, but the game will run slightly faster. That's realistically what you want. It'll greatly reduce your input delay and make the whole thing feel much better. Now this next thing, this will be for next gen console and PC only. If you can, use performance mode. There's literally no reason not to. It makes your game look worse, but it gives you a lot more stable frames and also reduces your input delay again. You have that on. If you want to put on the meshes low, this is the weird mobile looking builds that you'd see, as opposed to the high meshes, which would be the normal ones that you saw at the start of the video. Now for sensitivity, so this is different for whether you're on controller or keyboard. So I mostly play keyboard. I play 1600 DPI, 7%. It's mostly just a personal preference thing, but if you want to improve your editing, you want to up your sensitivity a bit to where it's faster, but you still have control over your movements. Even if I go look over my controller settings here, it's roughly the same. It's not the fastest, it's not the slowest. But yeah, you just need to find something that's comfortable for you. But if you can control it, a faster sensitivity is better for editing. Pretty much besides that, everything else is just going to be practice, practice, practice. You can't get better without practicing. For you, I have one final map made by yours truly. So as we can see here, this is Celtic edit practice map. You know, when you start, if you want, you can use code Celtic. I'd appreciate that if you want to support me at all. But hey, listen, that's up to you. Anyway, we'll start this. Pretty much all this map is just a lot of simple drills that you can go up single tile, double, triple, reset, triple. Also have a shotgun and a grappler, so if you want to be used to having shotgun in your inventory, or you want to travel around, See, once you get to the top here, just pop in the portal and it'll spawn you right back down here. So these co-op, but if you think you might struggle too much with these, you've got a speed pad. So this is the 0.25 speed and this is the 0.5. So if you're not confident doing it at full speed, you can go on one of those pads and it'll make you slower, so you can do these big things. Over here, edit downs to show you these. So for this one, you go into the portal and you actually start going when you were down. For some reason in performance mode the thing glitches out, but whatever. Anyway, you just go down these. Once you start getting the hang of it, you can actually put on the speed boost, and this will give you an extra bit of a challenge. So as we see here, as I'm going down, I'm finding this quite challenging. Yeah, so this just proves I have more time to practice. You make something like double edits, which might be very easy, a little bit harder because the speed's bigger. You have to change your timing slightly. Boom. There we go. You can do whatever free building you want to do. If you can't do triple edits, you might want to put on one of those slow pads and then try doing some triple edits. You'll be surprised how easy it'll make them. And that's going to be it for the video. If you have any more tips, drop them down below for everyone else. And yeah, peace.